Hi, I'm Klotz-Guest, and I am the founder of Keeping It Human, and my business brings improv and comedy principles into business. That's right. If you don't think that comedy and improv belong in business, just wait. I have a lot to share with you. It does. I spent 15 years in tech, and for 10 of those 15 years, I ran marketing and communications teams. And it was my job to find stories, to do media relations, to make sure that we were communicating in a way that connected with people. And I've spent, as of today, this year, 2020, I've spent nearly 25 years doing improv comedy on stages and stand-up, and also sketch. I have a background in sketch. And so my business, Keeping It Human, combines all those things and puts them together. So can improv principles help us be more agile? Yes. More resilient, more creative, better storytellers, individually and the brand. All the creative capacity that you want can be improved with improv. And so I think actually most people say to me, should I take an improv class? Absolutely. Well, no, you shouldn't just take one. You should take 4 or 5. The thing about it is all the things that we need to be as communicators and as business people, having people's backs, connecting more, being resilient, having that sense of humor to be able to build relationships, all of that I learned, not in business, I learned all of that on the comedy stage over many years. I learned how to be spontaneous, stand up and stand on my feet and be completely improvisational. I learned, humor, all the techniques of humor in stand-up comedy. I learned how to write in sketch comedy, all the things that really do belong in business. So it is my goal to make happier teams, better leaders, and all of us infinitely more creative. Because we are creative, we just need a little help sometimes tapping into that human creativity and that capacity. Because we're only using, most days, a small percent of what we're truly capable of. And so my goal, to bring some fun, some levity, and to actually change the way that we work by injecting a lot of those improv principles into business. So if you're ready to go on that journey and have a good time, yes, it's fun, then I'd love to talk to you. All right, everybody, take care. I work with leaders and teams to help them become powerful storytellers and amazing, super fun, flexible, resilient creators. Your team has amazing ideas, leaders have amazing ideas, and sometimes we just need a way to get at those ideas in collaborative, different ways. When we do the same things over and over, we keep getting the same results. So I use improvisation, tools from improv and tools from comedy. Yes, it's not just about being funny. It's about collaboration, and it's about yes-anding, and it's about a way to move ideas forward. Everybody is creative, and you're an improviser. That's right, you. You might not even realize it because you don't call yourself one. Every day, you have to make decisions. You have to be adaptable. You have to be agile. You have to decide things in the moment. That means you're an improviser. So I help teams and leaders harness their God-given talents, their natural abilities to do that. So we can solve more problems, come up with great ideas, have a lot of fun. It should be fun. Creativity should be fun. And work better together. So using a lot of the backbone of improvisation, taking it from the stage to the business stage. And it transforms the group, and it transforms the way that you come at problems. It's a lot of fun too, not gonna lie. I love what I do, and I love who I do it for. I work for all kinds of teams. I work for high-tech teams, biotech, consumer product groups, nonprofits, anywhere where there's a high creative need and they want to dig a little bit deeper and get to another level of performance. Because you have it in you, your team's brilliant, sometimes just things get in the way and you need to look at that problem just a little bit differently. And have a lot of fun, and the beauty about improv principles is that we go together. It's highly collaborative. There's no judging, there's no failing, there's no wrong, there's only creativity. And what can you invent together? Some pretty great stuff. Hey everybody, my signature talk is about creativity. We all want fearless creativity today. We say we want it, and there's no doubt that we do. The question is how do we get that when a lot of people are afraid? That's right. You have a fear wall, not a firewall, a fear wall, probably in your company that you might not know about. One of the reasons why people don't innovate and don't create the way that we wish they would is that there's a lack of psychological safety. Now, you may not realize that as a boss or a team leader, but it's true. If we don't trust, if we're afraid of being judged for an idea, if we're afraid of failure, we don't give our best ideas. So when fear is high, creativity is low. Now, is there such a thing as 100% fearless creativity? No. Oxygen only has a 94% approval rating, and it's oxygen. It's required. But we can fear less. We can take the fear wall down. And when we start to do that, we actually make it safe for people to fail. We make it safe for people to explore and experiment, all the things that we say we want. So, what this talk does is it looks right at the heart of things that we can do. What can we do in our companies to create a culture where people have each other's backs? I call it the penguins versus elephants talk. And it's about ways that you can take that fear wall down, have each other's backs, have inspiration, have a collaborative mindset, and put a little process to it as well. You'll see results explode. It's fun, it's story-driven, and it's interactive as well. Now, I like to involve the audience in collaborating with me to show you what's possible when we take that wall down and create with each other. So it's fun, it's fresh, it's different, and I think we need it, especially in a work-from-home environment. One of the misconceptions is that if we tell people to go innovate, they'll go do it, even if it's part of their job. Here's the thing. When anxiety and distrust is high and fear is high, people don't create. They can't. Think what COVID did to your team. Think about your response to COVID. How productive were you in the midst of COVID? You probably had days where you couldn't do anything. Exactly. What happens when our brain is overtaxed and anxious and scared is we cannot be our best creative selves. So now we have a whole new thing to think about. In a remote environment, how do we make sure that our virtual teams know that we have their back, that they're cared for, that we're going to be there for them, and that it's safe to fail? And it's safe to try new things. It's safe to experiment and have the open discussion about what that looks like. Because too often in companies, we say, go innovate, and most employees don't know what that even means. What does that mean? We want to have your back. We want to make sure that it's safe and it's fun and it's fresh, and we're going to bring a lot of improv principles to the table. I have been a performer and an instructor for over 25 years. I ran marketing teams for 15 years in tech, and I've been doing improv for over 25 years. And what improv allows us to do is to bring out people's best in a fun, collaborative, non-judgmental way so that everybody can raise their game. And I think some of the principles here are also incredible for being your personal best, not just at work. We want those walls to come down, and we want you to be you, fully you, everywhere. So that's it. It's penguins versus elephants, fearless creativity. How to create safe spaces for unsafe ideas. All those status quo challenging, subversive, dangerous, transformational ideas that your team has. And we're going to help you get there and uncover those ideas. All right, everybody, take care. I'm Kathy Klotz-Guest.